Have you ever encountered someone who seemed charming at first, but something felt off? Perhaps their words were sweet, their demeanor inviting, yet there was an underlying sense of unease that you couldn't quite put your finger on. This is a common experience when dealing with individuals who possess a certain set of personality traits that are both captivating and dangerous. Their charisma felt calculated, their smiles a touch too wide. It's as if they have perfected the art of appearing genuine, while their true intentions remain hidden beneath the surface. These individuals are often masters of manipulation, using their charm to disarm and control those around them. This unsettling feeling might stem from an encounter with someone exhibiting traits of the Dark Triad. The Dark Triad refers to a trio of malevolent personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Each of these traits on its own can be harmful, but when combined, they create a particularly toxic and dangerous individual. These individuals can be difficult to spot, often hiding their true nature behind a mask of normalcy. They blend into society, appearing just like anyone else, but their actions reveal a different story. They are skilled at presenting a facade that is both convincing and deceptive. But understanding the Dark Triad can empower you to recognize and navigate these potentially harmful personalities. By learning to identify the signs and behaviors associated with these traits, you can protect yourself and others from their manipulative tactics. The study of the Dark Triad delves into the darkest aspects of human personality. It explores the motivations and behaviors that drive individuals with these traits, shedding light on why they act the way they do. This knowledge is crucial for anyone who wants to understand and defend against such personalities. It uncovers the motivations behind manipulation, deceit, and a lack of empathy. These individuals often see others as mere tools to be used for their own gain, with little regard for the feelings or well-being of those they manipulate. Their actions are driven by a desire for power, control, and self-gratification. This essay will act as your guide through this complex and often disturbing world. We will delve deep into the characteristics that define the Dark Triad, providing you with the tools and knowledge to recognize these traits in others. By understanding the underlying psychology, you can better navigate interactions with such individuals. We will explore the traits that define the Dark Triad, examining how they manifest in behavior and interactions. From the grandiosity and entitlement of narcissism to the cunning and strategic manipulation of Machiavellianism, and the callousness and lack of remorse seen in psychopathy, each trait contributes to a dangerous and manipulative personality. We will examine the science behind these personalities, looking at the research and studies that have uncovered the biological, psychological, and social factors that contribute to the development of the Dark Triad traits. Understanding the science can help demystify these behaviors and provide insights into how to counteract them, and equip you with the knowledge to protect yourself. By being aware of the signs and understanding the tactics used by individuals with Dark Triad traits, you can take steps to safeguard your mental and emotional well-being. This knowledge is your first line of defense against manipulation and deceit. The Dark Triad is not a clinical diagnosis. It is a psychological concept that groups three distinct but overlapping personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. These traits exist on a spectrum, meaning someone can display these traits to varying degrees. Individuals with strong Dark Triad traits often share some commonalities. They tend to be callous and unemotional, prioritizing their needs above others. They are skilled manipulators, using charm and deception to achieve their goals. They lack remorse and empathy, readily exploiting others without a second thought. While each trait within the Dark Triad manifests differently, their combined effect can be incredibly damaging in personal and professional settings. Understanding the nuances of each trait is essential in recognizing the red flags and protecting yourself from potential harm. Narcissism sits at the heart of the Dark Triad, characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance. This psychological trait is more than just a simple case of vanity. It is a complex and multifaceted condition that affects how individuals perceive themselves and interact with the world around them. Narcissists often believe they are unique and special, deserving of special treatment and admiration from others. This sense of entitlement can lead them to exploit relationships and manipulate situations to their advantage. They crave the spotlight and are driven by a deep need for admiration. This need is insatiable, pushing them to seek constant validation from those around them. Whether it's through their achievements, appearance, or social status, they are always on the lookout for ways to garner praise and recognition. Narcissists see themselves as superior to others, expecting constant praise and validation. They often surround themselves with people who reinforce their grandiose self-image, creating an echo chamber where their inflated sense of self-worth is constantly affirmed. This can lead to a distorted view of reality, where they believe they are infallible and above reproach. They are often preoccupied with fantasies of success, power, beauty, or ideal love. These fantasies serve as a coping mechanism, allowing them to escape from the mundane realities of life and immerse themselves in a world where they are always the hero or the center of attention. This preoccupation with idealized versions of themselves can make it difficult for them to form genuine connections with others. However, beneath this grandiose facade lies a fragile ego. Despite their outward confidence, narcissists are often plagued by deep-seated insecurities and self-doubt. They are constantly seeking external validation to shore up their fragile self-esteem, and any perceived slight or criticism can send them into a tailspin. Narcissists are incredibly sensitive to criticism and can react with anger or aggression when their self-image is threatened. This hypersensitivity can make them difficult to deal with, as they are quick to lash out at anyone who challenges their self-perception. Their reactions can range from passive-aggressive behavior to outright hostility, making it challenging for those around them to navigate their volatile moods. They lack empathy for others, viewing people as objects to be used for personal gain. This lack of empathy can make them seem cold and calculating, as they are primarily focused on their own needs and desires. They may have difficulty understanding or caring about the feelings and experiences of others, leading to shallow and transactional relationships. In their pursuit of admiration, narcissists can be charming and charismatic, drawing people into their orbit. Their charm can be intoxicating, making it easy for them to win over new acquaintances and build a network of admirers. However, this charm is often superficial, masking their true intentions and self-serving nature. However, their relationships are often superficial and transactional. They may enter into relationships with the primary goal of boosting their own ego or gaining some form of advantage. Once the relationship no longer serves their needs, they are quick to move on, leaving a trail of hurt and confusion in their wake. They are quick to devalue and discard anyone who they perceive as a threat or no longer serves their needs. This pattern of behavior can lead to a cycle of broken relationships and emotional turmoil, both for the narcissist and those who become entangled in their web. Understanding the allure of self-love and the complexities of narcissism can help us navigate these challenging dynamics and foster healthier, more authentic connections. Section 4. Machiavellianism, Masters of Manipulation. Named after the infamous political philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli, this personality trait is characterized by a focus on self-interest and personal gain. Machiavellianism centers around manipulation and exploitation. Those who exhibit this trait are often seen as cold, calculating, and ruthless in their pursuit of power. Individuals high in this trait are cunning, deceptive, and believe that the ends justify the means. They are adept at presenting a facade that hides their true intentions. They have a cynical view of human nature, believing that people are inherently gullible and easily manipulated. This perspective allows them to justify their manipulative actions. Machiavellians are masters of strategy and long-term planning. They meticulously plot their moves, often several steps ahead, to ensure their success. They are patient and calculating, willing to bide their time to achieve their goals. This patience is a key component of their manipulative prowess. They are skilled at reading people and can quickly identify and exploit weaknesses. This ability to understand and predict human behavior makes them formidable opponents. Unlike narcissists who crave admiration, Machiavellians are driven by a desire for control and power. They are less concerned with being liked and more focused on achieving their objectives. They see relationships as a game to be won and have no qualms about using deception, intimidation, or emotional manipulation to get what they want. Their ultimate goal is to outmaneuver others and secure their own advantage, regardless of the cost to those around them. Machiavellians often leave a trail of broken relationships and betrayed trust in their wake. Their manipulative tactics can lead to short-term gains, but often result in long-term isolation. Despite their cunning, they are not invincible. Their manipulations can backfire, and their true nature can be exposed, leading to their downfall. Understanding Machiavellianism is crucial in recognizing and protecting oneself from such individuals. Awareness is the first step in countering their manipulative strategies. Section 5. Psychopathy, a chilling lack of empathy. Perhaps the most chilling of the Dark Triad traits, psychopathy is characterized by a lack of empathy, remorse, and guilt. Psychopaths are emotionally shallow and incapable of forming genuine bonds with others. They are often impulsive, irresponsible, and prone to risk-taking behavior. They can be superficially charming and engaging, using this facade to manipulate and exploit others. However, this charm masks a cold and calculating interior. Psychopaths can inflict harm on others without feeling any emotional distress or remorse. It is important to note that not all psychopaths are criminals. Many function relatively well in society, often drawn to positions of power and control. However, their lack of empathy and disregard for rules make them potentially dangerous individuals.